So is Pays going to pick here to pair up with the Leona? I'm kind of feeling that it might be a mage, and it looks like he's going to go for the Victor. Pick that he feels very comfortable on. Has a lot of wave clear early, had a lot of pressure early as far as mages go. You know, a lot of mages in the bot lane are like, we need Lost Chapter to come online, but I feel like the Victor, even before that, can be a bit of a threat. Obviously, you're into Ezreal, though.
Scout won it instead. But, yeah, the Zion feeling pretty comfortable. There's an exhaust on to Pays, who's going to drop the stun here, straight on to Effort, who now doesn't have his Aftershock, and he's a level 3 Nautilus against this Vi. As the flashes come out here, flash stun forward from Kaza is easy work, and that'll be first blood handed over on a silver platter to Pays, as Fenrir says, how about a little extra? Tries to go for the kill, and just dies to Owner! So carefully, it takes a lot of pressure away from the lanes, which is just where we see a lot of games won early on, is that pressure. As in goes Faker, there it is, the Miasma is off to the right, just trying to help against Owner. The ult comes in, but that is going to be the Vi connecting. As in comes Kaza, though, on the play here, and is going to take down Owner as a heal comes in. A stun from Kaza, and eventually he does land the Q, but making it interesting is Kaza.
I think that would have been
ages. You can get that stacking a bit early, as here comes Kaza.
Stay one step, but he slithers, so...
Yeah. Not sure where I was going with that one. I should pay attention. Here is Pays, who is 1v2, trying to take out Fenrir somehow, but is going to flash the opposite way. Gets his Q for some movement, and Kaza still has flash, and here comes BDD. So eventually Pays dies, surely.
Yeah.
Just gonna drop a stun, hit the Gromp, and now he will die. That'll be a shutdown given over to BDD.
They have some vision. Effort is level 6. Advantage over Carrier here.
Yeah, I'm gonna ult in. Carrier in a lot of trouble. Doesn't even get his Eclipse up, just dies full comboed. As KT sets that up and picks up the kill. That's the early Ocean Drake over the side of KT2.
After things went wrong in the bot lane.
Yeah, and at the same time, we are zooming in on the top lane, as here comes the Pantheon this time. Doran not really able to get out of this situation, trying to dive away. Flashes over the wall. Spear also not going to land, but perfect on the chase. Needs one more CC, is going to land it. Flash on in from Kaza is going to finish the job. We got a TP deep in here from Faker, as Owner has to keep BDD busy. Now they're looking at BDD, who has his flash. And Kaza also making his way over, flashes over the wall, but Faker lands the Shuriken. In comes Owner, blocks the Q, but it doesn't matter. They're going to take down BDD. They're looking for more, as the shield is gone, and so is Kaza. Faker and T1 collapse so quickly for the play.
Such a good play from Faker. And now they're looking for Perfect on the tower. Bear in mind, no ult passive, completely unstacked.
Oh, and a TP too.
Oh, they're committing another member. Doran with the Eclipse coming in.
They have so much time. I mean, BDD no TP, Kaza no ults. Like, Perfect's just dead. The question is who gets the kill? And it will go to Faker. And very well deserved. 2-0. So now, after giving that away, T1 are 2,000 gold ahead. Now, Kaza's in a lot of trouble here. Has the Eclipse up this time around, but they're just going to give him away. As he has other thoughts about that, though. He's going to try to flash, and down he will go. BDD picks up the kill.
Yeah, good move. And I'm just a little concerned.
Uh-oh. They're looking for effort here on the one combo. The Shuriken's going to land, and even with the exhaust, the stun though comes in and they kill him mid-dash, but oh, he still gets the kill.
Yeah, I think
barely.
There wasn't a ton that Effort could do to survive. It's crazy how close he was. They really tried, but ultimately getting the kill back in return is just very weird. This was a 3-0 kill, shutdown coming through, so KT pretty happy with that one. Now Herald's to get thrown down mid. No one's really in position to defend it other than Kaza. I think this tower is just dead. Gonna fear to amplify the gold lead. Even though KT with that kill on the Faker did manage to claw it back.
Drake here, but this time T1 don't want to let it happen. As we do have a TP coming in, and the smite is good for the side of Owner. They could just back away, but everything's being thrown in, and they catch BDD with that ultimate, the solar flare. They get very deep in onto the Casio, and they take him out. Now looking for the Ezreal, but look at the peel from the Zion, as Kaza and Perfect providing that front line. Are they fed enough at this point is really the question. As in goes Fenrir looking for a little bit of an extension. Ult on in from Kaza, but he goes the wrong way. And now perhaps they're a little bit out of, nope, gonna get Karia here. Thought they were out of range, but still able to get that extra kill off.
Control and forcing Perfect away. Should just be able to pick up this tower. Again, good moves on the map from T1 to secure these advantages.
Okay, well,
that's a pretty low effort ward, if I'm going to be honest.
That's pretty awkward. Well, you know, his name isn't high effort, it's just effort, so you're getting some kind of effort. They're going in, they're trying to kill effort, actually, as Fenrir doesn't get over the wall, and he doesn't have flash! Fenrir's just out of position entirely, as he trades his life with Owner, I guess. And now the follow-up comes in, and Doran catches them all! And that will be the end of that fight. We didn't even really get a setup for that one with how awkwardly it started.
Such a decisive start from T1, and it wasn't clean, but ultimately they caught KT off guard. They just said go, and everyone jumped in immediately in sync together. Fenrir definitely misplayed that one, and ultimately it's T1 who claim a pretty dominant lead off the back of that. And the Pearson, so it knocks the Ezreal away from the wall.
Yeah, I don't think so, but he has played a lot of eyes. So,
yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, it was 6 regardless.
TPing into T1, I guess. Grim Deliverance, or the opposite of a Deliverance.
Pretty grim retreat, I would say.
Yeah. He's returning the package back.
And Dragon will be picked up by T1. Junglers are on parity in terms of items. Doran isn't that far ahead. Main thing is AD carry. Paze has 3 full items and Seekers right now. The Seeker's edge is pretty big.
Yeah, you don't want to hook the Leona. This is what happens, kind of this awkward engage, and now Effort's pretty much dead. The follow-up from Doran is perfect from the right side. And they just have that damage from the Arcane Storm, which does time out as Zing goes Owner. But he's got that GA, pays a little bit too far forward, but there is the arm guard that's going to keep him safe, and I think that's really the crux of it. BDD, though, looking to try to end this game on his way, and he is just getting in on a Faker, but it's just him, as Perfect has that passive stacked now, though, and Faker goes golden, but straight on a miasma, and perhaps this time T1 went a little bit too deep, as the circus music is playing already. He's trying to take down BDD, who has his own arm, and he takes them both down, or at least baits them in.
They just can't kill you twice. And with all that, they can't kill you without CC. Faker, though, might be in trouble.
Very deep on a Faker here, and yeah, he's going to go golden, but he's just dead. I mean, there's no way for him to get out of that one. They throw everything in the kitchen sink at him in the mid lane.
Yeah.
And Faker, you know, he holds on to his flash. He's like, no, I got the Shroud, I'm fine. But Cuz lands the stun, and the follow-up is there.
Doran has just been pushing top. Now, they will be able to get a lot of damage done to these structures. They're not going for a team fight contest.
And he's not even going to try.
Not even going to bother. So, T1 making the best of a bad situation. Just going to pick up some gold there. Now have to get out of structures to be able to be picked up here by KT.
Yeah.
Like, the team gold is dead even right now. Definitely tip that in their favor.
You know, on one hand, you could put Paze in the lane that's being pushed and try to clear the waves as the victor, but you're just not safe enough, especially with the way T1 are playing on the map. So yeah, they just put him mid.
Ignoring the problem.
But
this is something that in my life I've done very many times.
How's that worked out for you? For Perfect here, going very deep down the lane. He just Grim Deliverance is out, and yeah, no ult from Doran is going to connect, and now the collapse comes in. Cuz with the punish. Gonna take him down to his miasma, and that'll be the end of Owner in this fight. They look for the pick. Maybe they get effort here, as the Shuriken is going to land, and Faker's thinking about it. Does go in. Big ult here with the depth charge, and now the chase is on. They take out the Nautilus, but what about the rest of the fight, I do wonder? As they're looking for Fenrir, he's very isolated on the left side. Faker, no! He's going to miss, and Paze is left by his lonesome. Left to the dogs, and now Faker gonna be sniped out by Fenrir, who just outplays him in the bottom side, and the fans can't believe it.
4 strong with Baron. It's only Doran and Karia. They might just push for the end here.
Yeah, I don't see a way that they can clear these waves. Karia and Doran gonna try to put their face in it. At least there's no Baron left. We'll have to wait and see what they can do. Although the tower damage is huge. The first one is already down, and they can't quite kill Perfect. They don't quite have the damage, as there's the knockup. Doran goes down to his GA, and they still have a wave. Owners here, just trying to keep the dream alive. In goes Doran, nearly takes the Fenrir, but he lives until the very end of this game even. As down we go the turret, and down goes the Nexus. KT Rolster take down T1 in the first one.
A game where T1 had the Rel Misfortune, which you could just call Mel, but that's also a champion, so perhaps you wouldn't. Rel Misfortune coming through.
Misfell.
A classic combo that we've seen. And this just feels like this sort of team comp that you could see, you slam it together in ranked 5s, which is now back. But you just go, hey guys, we're going to wombo combo them. All that's missing really is an Amumu and a Malphite. But it is.
But lost some of the little ones along the way. BDD getting some good damage in, dodges the Sonic Wave. Owner in a very awkward spot, has to kick him away. But still has Keria and Faker nearby. They're trying to take more of Kaza's jungle. And there's the flash. They're looking for the kill, actually, on a Kaz, but BDD lines up 3! And the wobble combo gets started early. Faker super low. And that'll be a double kill for BDD. Make it 3! BDD, my God, that was disgusting.
Absolute decimation. And we knew in the team fights that this KT composition would be strong. BDD says, we don't even need to wait for the team fight. You step up in my jungler's jungle again, I will take you down. And 3 kills for a Yone right now. Also did drastically close the gap between junglers. Kuz is able to pick up the dragon. The goal lead only 200. Lasting one dies. Just not stacking as lot of ages yet. Not that much damage. You can just jump on him whenever. Speaking of jump on him, the Sonic Wave misses!
Yeah, he just kind of missed everything. And now they're all in a Cataclysm against Yone once again. This time, BDD only going to get 2, but lines it up for the big boom boom from Fenrir over the wall. As Faker not going to take that one. Perfect. Thinking about going in on a Doran. A close trade here, but he's going to overheat. So Doran can just walk it off.
Yeah, Perfect didn't get the old value he was hoping for there. I think Doran could have been in trouble otherwise.
Did he get the Hex? No, he didn't.
That Hex gates? Yeah, Jace built them.
Yeah, true. Faker.
Jace Market.
Ooh, very close here. BDD's looking for it. Not quite gonna land it.
Does get the flash though in the end, so still gets a bit of a victory, but very close there for Faker going down. The shield from Ona making it a little bit trickier on the peel. But ultimately, a lot of scrapping between these two. Perfect is in trouble.
Yeah, he's
what a
also
flash!
overheated as, they're going to get in onto him, and Perfect will go down. Nice setup here from T1.
That was so clean from Keria, actually. The thing with the taunt flash is, like a taunt is a line, but when you flash, you're redirecting it to like one specific spot. So you have to know exactly where they're going to land. It's very easy to miss it.
Yeah.
So to confidently create taunts and just flashes exactly. I mean, he obviously knew where he was going to go, but he was out.
Steal Kuz's Raptors again, perhaps.
Why not? He's 60 CS ahead almost. 56.
56, yeah.
So
you rounded up.
Quite a lot.
Trying to go for Doran here, actually. Gets the Q3, and now Doran in a world of hurt is going to knock BDD back, and unfortunately Effort gets a kill, but
the flash
kill on the Doran
as well from Doran.
Yeah, it was
just a great play from BDD catching him under the tower. We do see.
So
he just wants to see if his Bloodthirst is working. He needs to take a bit of damage, but oh yeah, it's working.
Perfect up a couple of levels. Has Kuz nearby. Faker in a lot of trouble, and not even going to bother to Realm Orb. Just accepts his fate. Doesn't have a couple of TPs coming up to the top side here. Or
you know what?
One.
I think Perfect might be a little bit dead.
Yeah, they also have Keria if they need it. Nice dodge here on the Harpoon, just to make 100% sure. Gonna give this kill over to Pays, and they do not need Keria, who's heading down bot here. BD says, cool story, I'm gonna get some plates and get further ahead, but again, it is just him.
He could have TP'd there, but opted not to. Figured it was a doomed situation. And I think the right call to just let him go. When it goes in, Realm Orb is following.
Really trying to make a play here. The kick comes in as he is kind of stunned out, and now running straight into Fenrir with a bullet time.
They want to play defensive. It feels like the call has been made. Guys, we need to scale up longer. We're not feeling comfortable right now. Look at the item spikes. In fact, the owner yet. Fenris is coming up soon, but no ult Leone is a big tool to be unavailable.
Yeah, definitely a lot less lockdown for if they do go for it. They're just trying to burst down the dragon, it looks like. Perfect overheated, and T1 do not want to overcommit. I mean, T1 just don't pull the trigger on that once, then, you know, try to do their macro game, get some of these outer turrets, but where do they go from here is the question, as we got fights everywhere, looking to get down Doran. BDD trying to close the distance with his ult, and should be able to take him down. As down he goes, it's a 5th kill for BDD, but they also got effort. Did T1 on the top side of the map.
So I think this is a good play from KT, but if you're going for a play like this, you have to be defensive on the other side of the map. And the thing is, they actually already had a ward on Baron. So I don't see the reasoning for going in there for Method. It just gives them the space to start this Baron up. BDD's running over but doesn't have TP. But I think T1 are getting second thoughts, don't have the DPS to shred through it. Cuz maybe needs to be a bit careful here. So they kind of call T1's bluff. They did have that ward in the Baron anyway. And now, once again, KT just happy to play things out a bit defensively. They might have found a window though on a Paze. There's a pocket of vision there.
Trying to get in onto Perfect with the ghost here from Faker. Should be able to. There's nobody in the vicinity. And that's a nice pickup for T1.
One issue though is that there's a lot of sustain on BDD and Fenrir. So poke on them might not stick.
Oh, they're going to get a root here on a BDD. There's the flash with the top, and the counter engage comes in, but the damage is not there. They take down the main member, although they're trying to get owner here. Burns to the rumble, but now the follow-up is here from the side of T1. They burst down Cuz immediately. That'll be a win here for T1 as they'll scoop the free objective of the Cloud Drake, no doubt.
And I think BDD, you just have to ult away. It feels bad to burn the ult defensively, but as soon as you see Carrier moving in, you know what the outcome is inevitably going to be.
I don't know about Perfect here. Oh, wow! See you later. That was a home run from Jace.
Perfect not having the best time, and Doran just showing how strong he is right now on this Jace. So when things have kind of slowed down a bit in the game, a lot of defensive play from KT, it's T1 who drive the game forward, will pick up a dragon, deny the soul, and a bunch of gold as well. So here, BDD gets shock blast. I also think the broken thing with Actualizer is with a Seraphs that makes the shield massive.
Trying to find BDD again. In goes Owner. They're going to peel for him immediately, and Owner's just dead.
Goodbye.
Goes
Doran TP'd in.
Aggressive, and now Doran's dead too. Okay, couple of free kills here for KT, and maybe now they look at the Baron.
I mean, that wasn't a throw. That was like a baseball pitch. Delivering the advantage straight to KT. In a position where the game has started to look a little bit scary for them. They get handed 2 free kills, and they'll take the Baron as well. Faker's fishing for something here, but he has no Realm Warp, so if he reveals himself, he could just be in big trouble.
Yeah, I think he's just going to back. No, he's going to stay. I mean, they have Paze in mid.
Carry is coming as well, but there's no one. The thing is, they're flanking, but you want someone on the front side to force them back.
There's no one there.
No one there.
Oh!
They spotted him!
Oh,
they spotted
God.
him! He can recall in time, though.
Yeah, maybe.
He didn't recall! I thought he was going to... He didn't realize he got spotted. He's very dead.
Trying to actualize all over them.
Okay, I mean, it shows how insane the damage was. Flash. As well, and now KT with the Baron will continue to turn this game around in their favor.
Yeah. Keep in mind, you know,
it's QSS now, but also I expect he will be very prepared for this moment. Remember, Faker has no flash, the one person without it, so a prime target for KT.
Yeah, just forming a bit of a concave here, KT, and saying, okay, where are you going to go? He finds Faker, but doesn't follow up on it. As now the equalizer directly on top of the head of Paze. Easy smite for them. And that's Cloud Soul for KT Rolls.
But the passive movement speed is always going to have value. And especially there's a lot of skill shots on the side of T1. Sonic Wave being a big one.
He's definitely fishing. I mean, he's got QSS, even has a giant spell. Like, he wants to make plays. To me, this is like the playmaker build. And obviously he's got his core, so at this point, you know, just kind of builds
the damage he does, it's just like a...
Oh, they found him. They got Owner, and they throw everything at him. Just making sure he is dead 100% outside of the equalizer and the bullet time, I guess.
You know, Ona has flash, has safeguard, so they do not hesitate.
There's
Equalizer thrown down on Pays.
Stand United, but is still going to force the flash. And now the follow-up, the curtains coming on in, but again, no real...
Those chunked again, yeah. He's going to clear the wolves to get a bit of health back.
Yeah, and I mean, at the end of the day, they can just take the fight! They can just take the fight! They're going to fight Honor and 2 on top of it all as T1 get wiped on the Baron! And KT immediately call their bluff. Kaza all alone on the top side of the map. And eventually he should be free food. They're going to actually just wait for, I guess, Faker to come in and die, which is what looks to be happening. The Stand United is coming in. And Kaza looking for the top, but Fenrir says, I want to end this game. And that he will.
Faker realm warp to try and clear out the wave, but they caught him before he could get to it. They get Faker, and because the rest of the team was already down, they're going to end the game.
Game is over, and once again, KT, they catch T1 unawares when they're not ready, and they take them down in a big match. The first one for them in the Legend group. KT bringing Fenrir the sudden call up, and they shut down T1 tonight, 2-0.